Hi guys, this is Leah from Mommyish, and this week I have a new set of actions inside our commercial use bundle for June. Pretty excited about this. I haven't ever included an action inside the bundle, so I'm hoping that those of you who have subscribed to the bundle are happy with that. These will be released after our next bundle is released. That's when we take the bundles apart sometime next month. But if you want to get it right now, subscribe to our commercial use bundle. We always have brand new products in there every month. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, so there is an acrylic and a chipboard action in here. It doesn't require you to do anything except to load the actions themselves. All right. I've included in here a tester file for you. This is the one that I made the previews with, just so you can see what it looks like on a variety of colors or even a pattern. All right, so once you've loaded your actions, now in PSE you're going to go to Window and make sure that your little Actions tab was his window, and then you click on Actions and it'll pop up as either a tab or whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and do the acrylic one first. I'm just going to hit play, and it should run through fairly quick depending on how large your file is. Now it's going to say here, if you're happy with how this looks, you're just going to hit continue and then merge your files together. So merge visible or whatever. In PSE, sometimes if your background default isn't set to transparent, you're going to have an extra layer underneath there. Just delete that bottom layer and merge the two main layers together. So you'll have a top and then the underneath layer. So you just merge those guys together and all is well. All right. A few little things of note. If you are doing this and you have something that's very close to the edge, for example, with our flare image right here, the way this works, it's duplicating the layer several times, and it's kind of like moving it around and adding styles and whatnot. So in PSE, you can't open smart objects. So something that you could do is, for example, just take a paintbrush tool or create a layer in between, sample the colors near it, and just do a little stamp to just clear up that little blip if you wanted to. Now in CS, because you can open smart objects, what you're going to do is you're going to double click on that layer. It's going to open up the file in a new window, and you'll be able to see the layer style that is on it. I'm just going to turn that off for now. So I'm just turning the style off. I'm using my my color dropper to sample what that color is, so it'll save it up there, and I just go back to where I've opened it. Then I'm going to use the paintbrush tool directly on that layer. I'm going to zoom in so you can see like that, and I could totally, just color through it, and it's going to take on the effect. I do Control S, so that'll save this smart, layer the way I was wanting it, and then as you see here, it's been put together. Now the way this works, you could either have your top file. The reason why I left these not merged together automatically is that if you don't want that little extra top bit there, you could move it more to the top, like the very tippy top, or you could also move this to the bottom, so you're getting the light from the top. Do you see what I mean? Instead of it being the shadow underneath, you could also do it this way as well, where you're getting the light from above, which I also really like the way that looks. So that's just, again, just moving it to the other corner. Doesn't that look cool? I really like it. Another reason why I like having these two layers separate is because, for example, with something like this frame, I personally wouldn't want the frame to be that pattern. So what I would do is, again, I'm going to open up that same smart object. I'm just going to create a layer above it because it's easier. I'm clipping it to it, so Control G or Control Alt G, and I'm just going to take my paintbrush, and I want that the side bit of whatever this acrylic would have been to be painted in a gray. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. As you can see there, I'm just painting it a gray color, and I'm sure there's quicker ways to do this, but for me this is how I would do it, because I could always go back and change it easily afterwards. So I'm going to hit Control S again. So I'm saving the smart object, and it will update, as you see here, in our main document. See how that works? So now that's how he looks. It's pretty cool, right? And again, you can move them in the upper corner, lower corner, wherever. Doesn't look so great in the middle, in my opinion, but who knows? You might like how that looks. It's all up to you. So you can move it once you're happy with it, merge them together, and you have yourself a new element. Now we're going to go ahead and look at our chipboard example. So I'm going here, and again, I'm just going to run our action. This does a very similar thing as the acrylic, except it's applying different effects to the layers. Again, you can edit your objects or you can merge them if you'd like. So I'm just going to continue here. Again, with this one, I had it pulled. I'm zooming in really far so you can see just a little bit down so you can see a little bit of the edge of what the chipboard would be. If you don't like that, you can always pull it up to the very top, or just as with the other one, if you want the light coming from a different direction, you know, from the top part, you can always angle it there down to the bottom. Now, one of the things I like about this particular effect is because chipboard is such a, you know, it's a very personal effect. You know, it can be whatever you're wanting it to be and have whatever type of bevel you want it to have. When you double click on this layer in CS or CC, you could always choose another style that you might already own. Now, specifically in this style set, I had, let's see, let me go ahead and load up these bevel styles that I had made recently. And hopefully it'll pull us here into our folder pretty quickly. So styling 273. And I'm just going to go ahead, zoom in a little bit, and you can see here what I'm doing. I'm just adding a different style to it. One has texture, one doesn't. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, I'm messing with this. When I double click on the smart layer, it's giving me this window. So I'm just doing a Control S, and that's going to update our main file here, as you can see. And then it changes the effect. And again, you can just go back as many times as you want and change this to be whatever you want it to be. It's totally up to you. I have lots of different bevels. I don't have several loaded currently, but here's another one that I have, and I'll just do, again, Control S, and then I can look back over here and see if I like the way it looks or not. And you can just go back and forth between those and see how it updates and what you want to do. When you're happy with it, you can merge them together and again, save your file, and that's it. That's how this one works. I hope you guys like this action and that you find it useful. This is an action I actually had made a while back. I've been making little acrylic elements, like see the word thin? I've been making these a lot lately, and I had created an action to do it, and then I thought, you know what, maybe my customers would want that action, you know? Maybe they want it too. So that was the original intent behind this, was this little guy right here and how that looks. So anyway, that is it for now. And again, if you have any questions, let me know, leah@mommyish.net, or you can submit a customer support ticket to the Lily Pad or try to contact me via Facebook page. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.